The new Measure M, termed Evolutionary Heritages, highlights the importance of unique species traits, which include physiological adaptations, like beak variations in different birds, when assessing the richness and complexity of life. Is this the first image of a colossal squid in the wild? The famous eruption that shot fountains of lava high into the sky on the island of Hawaii in 2018 is teaching scientists what volcanoes are capable of. We thought we broadly understood how planets and stars form, but the discovery of dozens of pairs of young planets in a nearby nebula threatens to turn that on its head. If you bring too much mass or energy together in one location, you'll inevitably create a black hole. The eye of the Sahara, also known as the Richat-Structuren, stands out like an oversized ammonite among the sand dunes of the Sahara Desert in Mauritania. The European Space Agency again turned to SpaceX to launch an important science mission. European governments must commit more funding for the program to achieve its goals. The Sun emitted a strong solar flare, peaking at 10:37 a.m. ET on May 29, 2024. NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory, which watches the Sun constantly, captured an image of the event. The European Space Agency's Euclid Space Telescope has revealed some of the saddest parts of our dark universe. The species name comes from the Greek for murder monster. Scientists at the University of Wisconsin-Madison have developed the most sensitive method yet for detecting and profiling a single molecule, unlocking a new tool that holds potential for better understanding how the building blocks of matter interact with EEC. The European Space Agency says a successful test firing of a redesigned Vega C-solid rocket motor is a major step towards returning the rocket to flight. Our newest look at Venus proves how little we know about space. The planet is nothing like what we thought it was. If the ocean circulation, known as amocene, shuts down, it would be a climate disaster, particularly for Europe and North America. New research shows why that might not happen as soon as some fear. Plants and the animals that eat them have evolved together in fascinating ways, creating a dynamic interplay of survival strategies. Many plants have developed physical and chemical defenses to fend off herbivores. This was a key objective of the mission and opens the way for us to study the solar wind's origin in unprecedented detail. The European Space Agency is running some final tests ahead of launching its Hera mission this October, which aims to investigate the results of NASA's DART mission. Groundbreaking low-cost loco manipulators transform a humble robot dog into a dexterous bot capable of walking and handling objects simultaneously. Analysis of two major cosmic blasts deepens the mystery of where the universe's heavy elements come from. The theory of coevolution says that when closely interacting species drive evolutionary changes in each other, this can lead to speciation, the evolution of new species. But until now, real-world evidence for this has been scarce. The universe is precisely dated at 13.8 billion years old, but astronomers claim the Methuselah star is 14.5 billion years old. Japan's wooden satellite, could solve the space trash problem by burning up completely on re-entry, leaving no debris and reducing environmental impacts. Lenses are used to bend and focus light. Normal lenses rely on their curved shape to achieve this effect, but physicists from the University of Amsterdam and Stanford University have made a flat lens of only 3 atoms thick that relies on quantum effects. 6 tiny gears, a few fancy pins, and some clever casting are what it takes to build this tiny orrery. And patience, a lot of patience too. It's phenomenal how well our spacecraft configuration protected OSIRIS Apex. The James Webb Space Telescope observed the Starburst galaxy, NGC 4449, seen in this image released on May 29, 2024. Primordial black holes are one of the strongest candidates for the universe's missing dark matter. But a new theory suggests that not enough of the miniature black holes formed for this to be the case. A large fossil discovery has helped shed light on the history of dinosaurs in Wales. The find is reported in proceedings of the Geologists' Association. If you have a telescope, you might want to consider setting your alarm early on Friday, May 31st, to better understand the scale of past earthquakes and tsunamis. Scientists often use earthquake modeling or turn to evidence the tsunamis leave behind, such as sand deposits. Researchers created the first complete chromosome sequences from non-human primates, revealing significant variations in Y chromosomes among species. SpaceX's massive Starship rocket could take to the skies for the 4th time on June 5th, with the primary objective of evaluating the second stages. Could this be a gateway to subterranean shelters for future explorers? The magnetic field appears to form 32,000 kilometers beneath the Sun's surface. Previous calculations put the beginning of this process more than 209,000 kilometers below, an international team reported Wednesday. A simulation showed black holes with masses between 100 and 10^8,000 times that of the Sun could be born through a chaotic chain of stellar collisions. Carved out of ivory, the figurine was created during the Upper Paleolithic. Researchers say the remains date back to the late Triassic period.